following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Call us.
Yes.
888-855-2297. We want to hear from you today.
I've already heard from one fan. He has issues with your statement yesterday.
Which statement?
With your statement about
just one?
Yeah, about all the fans wanting to lose, so Garrett will be gone.
Okay, call me and tell me then.
Al, our buddy Al in Philadelphia, he said he definitely is on board with winning.
Okay.
He's even on board with bringing Garrett back. So
really?
He wanted you to know that.
I would bet he is in the vast minority of people with that last statement.
He may be.
Either that or I just hang out with the wrong crowd.
Well, that could be.
What's up, Nate? Welcome back.
Hey, man. Glad to be back, man.
How are you? Missed a good show yesterday.
Man, when I called you last night, man, I had a great fill-in in Omar Epps. So
yeah.
Thank you for filling in. And I figured Jesse would kind of back out because, the statements, he's said over the past with him and Kurt together. So, Kurt, I want to commend you for being a stand-up guy.
About hating Zeke?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I never said I hated
Zeke. Zeke is not this, and Zeke has lost his burst, and I want to thank Kyle.
Never said I hated him.
I want to thank Kyle for coming up with that little clip of where Zeke scored a touchdown and he bucked in there like a young colt, finding fresh legs. Yeah. So I
got some spook.
Other than that, man, I'm with the callers, but if every now and then I go to, staring at the star, I'm just looking to see, how big Zeke is in this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I have a question for you, though, sir.
Well, you can ask a question.
At lunch.
Okay, Mr. Zeke, excuse me, Kurt, what you
At
need?
lunch, you didn't seem all that impressed with that win.
I'm talking about Ezekiel Elliott. Okay.
Wait a minute, Kurt. I thought lunch was sacred.
Yeah,
I thought that was
a Vegas
off
type
the
thing.
record. I thought lunch was always off the record.
The reason I said that is because for a Coach McVay said 3 weeks ago, a month ago, they said, well, what has changed with your team? And he say, I finally found myself. I had lost my mind there for a while. Todd Gurley.
Lost it again.
Yeah, and so he lost it again. I'm like, I was so shocked that they came out in their first 2 or 3 series and they were just pass heavy, very, very pass heavy. And then their quarterback was I haven't seen this kid play that bad. And so, we look at the whole game. But that doesn't take away from my enthusiasm for Ezekiel Elliott.
He looked good, didn't he?
Well, you tell me how good he looked. You tell me.
I thought he ran with more authority, for lack of a better term, than he has all season.
Oh, so the word burst, you and Jesse going to keep that out your vocabulary. Y'all don't say that.
Burst as far as exploding through the line. I don't know.
I like how you say that.
I don't know if he's not not running away from guys, but I think that.
Well, what is he doing?
He's bursting through the line.
Yeah,
he showed it. He was aggressive.
All right, he was aggressive.
The whole team was more aggressive. Why do you think that is?
Oh, that's Tony.
He's no Tony Pollard.
Yeah,
Nate.
yeah.
He's no Tony Pollard.
Why do you think they were so much more aggressive that game?
He exploded into the other player there. Wow. Let's see what's happened here. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
What was the difference?
Kyle.
Tell me. Why did we see more out of that?
More holes. Think more holes, and then this is what's so amazing is they fed it to Zeke 24 times, total running, and he softened up a great defense. He softened them up. Then the recipient of all them softening blows of explosion was Tony Pollard. Yeah. It just amazes me how just a little blocking for a great back can do marvelous things. I mean, Dak only threw, 23 times? 15 completions, 23 times, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. Even Dak did a little running. Little running, baby.
Even got old man with him.
Oh, who that? Oh. Kicking like a young buck, baby. Feed me. Look.
There I go.
You heard,
there I go.
Where you at, Jesse? Where you at, Jesse?
There I go again. See me on the right there?
Yeah. Take a picture, Shannon. What you scared for? Take a picture.
I wasn't scared.
What was he hollering? What you think now, Kurt? What you think now, Kurt?
Give Kurt this.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of the Rams. It's almost like they flipped uniforms. They they have the blueprint on how to beat this team because they beat the crap out of them in the playoffs.
Right.
And they went away from it. Like, that's what works. And it's like, okay, we ran Gurley 8 times. It's not working. We're going to go completely away from it. It's almost like they were the Cowboys. Like, hey, this is what works. This is the formula. If you stop us in the first quarter, we're just going to throw that out the window and go completely away from it. So it shocked me that.
How much do you think just that one play by Antoine Woods stopping him right from? I thought Antoine Woods had one of his best games.
Yeah.
I mean, just that seemed to set the tone.
Yeah, it did. And what amazes me is, and a lot of people have asked me, man, what do you think? Can you trust them? I don't care about trust issues. I care about they needed a win. Because what this win, you got to understand, even in the local newspaper, I opened it up on Sunday morning, and they got like 799 ways that the NFC East can be won by the Eagles or the Cowboys.
Still.
And I'm talking about over a quarter of a page, a third of a page of a newspaper got 799 ways for the Eagles or the Cowboys to win the East. And I'm like, this is – and then I look over at the thing, like we look at the – and we see –
on the monitor. The monitor over here. They
11-3, 11-3, 11-3, 7-7. I'm saying to myself –
and then the wild card, you got 11-3, 10-4. And then in the hunt, you got the Rams at 8-6 and the Eagles at 7-7.
It's like the San Francisco should be in our spot and we over in the hunt,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the potential to have a 13-win team.
At least a 12-win team.
Yes.
Playing an 8-8 team, 8-9, 9-7. I'm saying we're gonna win 2 more games.
You think?
Oh yeah, we took care of the Rams.
Was that rolling now?
Was that a fluke though?
Fluke, flock, or whatever you want to call it, it happened. I don't care, brother. Let me say this right here. We've done a lot of things. Is this talent is great? Okay, I don't. We won't know that unless the coach get fired or not get fired. So either way, we won't know that until next year, where this team will have a fresh start, and whoever the coach may be, whether it's Coach Garrett or somebody else, now we'll have another 16 games to judge whether this team is, because they ain't getting rid of nobody. Who are they getting rid of?
Talking about players?
Yeah, they ain't getting rid of no players because all the players are under five years experience. Who are you getting rid of? Ain't nobody but 2 real major contracts coming up. I say that. Jones is coming up, but we know Amari is coming up. We know Dak is coming up, but who are they really getting rid of? The other guys are going to be bought out. They're going to offer Jones a fair deal by their estimate, and now Jones will be bought out by another team. Mm-hmm. Antoine Woods, I think he up, so he'll be bought out. Yeah, so all the guys, they're going to offer these guys what they think to be fair contracts, and then the other teams will come just outbid them.
Pull up, if you can, Kurt, who all's up this year.
So, I tell people, and I laugh because our local media took advantage of. Yeah, look at Jason Garrett. He's scrambling now. He's showing highlights of guys, this, that, and that. They're attacking him, but that's fine. But he won the game. It's nothing big. This game won't mean a thing. This game won't mean a thing unless they beat Philadelphia. This game won't mean nothing. It won't change nothing unless you beat Philadelphia.
This was a big game. I was saying this yesterday. Going into the game, on paper, I was like, this game doesn't matter. They just need to win the next two.
Yeah. But it meant
mattered.
Everything.
Yes, because it gives
everything.
it lets them know, hey, if we do the right things and do our job, we can beat any team. We can beat any team in the league.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they necessarily believe that because they haven't done it all year. And you beat a good team.
No demonstrated success.
Right.
And so I tell people like this, you know, and me and Mick got it, you know, we didn't get into it just jesting back and forth, having fun. We did this show that you've done with us. He wanted to tell everybody mathematically. He knew I was going, nah, don't start that. Don't know. And what he was saying was, he ain't saying that players should think this way, but as fans, and I don't even think you should tell fans to think that losing is ever okay. So we get off the show, right? Me and my wife going back home, and my wife said, you know, babe, I understand what you feel, but really, I said, well, before you start, I said, you spend a lot of money for your tickets. I said, so you trying to tell me you finna spend up over $500 this weekend and it's cool for y'all to lose to the Rams? I said, just think about how you sound before you say it. Then she thought about it. You know what? That ain't cool. If you can make yourself feel that it's okay to lose, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Some people is paying $10,000, $15,000 for tickets, and you trying to tell them as media types, hey man, that's cool. Can't you take them $15,000 and do something else with it?
Yeah, for the first time this year when we were in Chicago, I heard multiple fans down like on the front row talking about, oh no, just, you know what, just walks right in here, doesn't even ask permission, just walks in, grabs the microphone.
She gonna get right in the conversation. Puts
the headphones on. Welcome to the show, Taylor Stern, ladies and gentlemen.
They told me you missed me.
Oh, that's it. See, Kyle turned her mic off. Good for you, Kyle.
No, it's on. It's on. I promise.
I talked to Kyle about this. I said, I'm about to go bombard. And he said, welcome. They had a whole high school youth football team or something on here.
Yeah, Nate grabbed the South Lake tour.
Nate said that he hadn't seen me in a while, and I felt like Nate and I haven't had
He just saw you 5 minutes ago in the lunchroom.
But we haven't had hot takes together.
Come on, we're going to start talking football. And now just join in.
I'm here for it.
Now, and Miss Tay, I want your take on this.
No, I interrupted Shannon's story about Chicago.
I was just going to say, Chicago, for the first time, I heard fans like on the front row talking about, I didn't spend this much money to come watch them put this product on the field. Some guy was like, I spent $6,000 on this trip to watch this, and I've never heard that before.
Let me
all
say,
the games I've been to.
Let me say
sad,
this right
honestly.
here. Let me say this right here, and just Miss Tay, I have had people since Thousand Oaks, California. When I played for the Cowboys, we was at Thousand Oaks, California. And I would have, and that's what it dawned on me then when the people said, we saved up all year to come out here and watch y'all practice. I say, practice? Well, the tickets, to get the taxis and the hotels, is a little bit cheaper. At that time in California, it was a little bit cheaper. Now it's probably still cheaper to go to to come to Dallas. But what are your take on it? Do you have family members or friends that come in that invest a lot into the Cowboys, and is it okay to say it's all right to lose?
Well, I think I've told this to Shannon before because he used to work with programs, and of course Kurt does all the programs. And I remember standing out there one time where the players' entrance is.
Right.
Those people go out there and they line up. And I remember seeing this woman, and poor thing, missing a couple teeth, different things. No knock on her. No knock on her. I'm just saying. No knock on her. I'm just saying somebody passed by and said.
Probably from Louisiana.
Probably Shannon's family member.
Probably.
And they walked by and they're like, program's $20. And here she whips out a $20 bill. And I'm thinking like, wow, this is so important to her. She's willing to give $20 for this program.
Right.
That's a book just for this game. So I always feel for people. When I see people are at the game, and I think about like especially the Buffalo Bills game, too. People are here for Thanksgiving with their family, sacrificing a holiday.
Yeah.
And they see a 13-9 loss.
Yeah.
Was it 13-9? I forget.
It don't matter. They scored less than what they was giving up. It was 15 points. We got right up under 15
We meet
points.
people in California, you know this, Taylor, at training camp. People take all their year's vacation to come out there. There's guys that come out there for 3 weeks that stay out there and sleep in their car to be the first ones to get in the gate.
Here's the other thing, though. Isn't it still an escape for them if they're coming out to the game and, they get to experience the whole...
Yeah, but you don't want to escape into a disappointment.
But you don't know that. You don't know.
Right.
I mean, you go to the Super Bowl and one team is going to lose.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I can live with a Super Bowl because the Super Bowl has told me that you have been successful, that you have a chance to be the world's best. But you can't tell me at the beginning of the year we 1-5, and all of a sudden I would have never thought that as a fan. That the Dallas Cowboys, the way we as a media has been saying how good these guys are going to be. So when you look at this team at 7-7, you say, okay, golly, no. I'm speaking from a fan. I don't want to hear it.
You never want to hear it's okay to lose.
No,
no matter the situation.
I'm with you, brother, but I'm talking about something that you're passionate about. Now, if the Detroit Lions go 1-15, I would not care. But the Dallas Cowboys is my team. The Boston Celtics is my team. People was glad when Kyrie Irving showed up. I'm like, what are we doing? This dude finna destroy us. And that young nucleus. You see what I'm saying? Now, Miss Tay, I know it's somebody out there you love and you don't want to see him lose. Talk to me.
Well, okay, you're saying the media is some partial responsibility here. As a media member right now, if a family is thinking, I'm going to go and I'm going to pay money to see the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend, and they could win the NFC East if they win the game, would you, at this moment right now, say that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's a good idea. And I would also say...
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, but I would also say I would not want to be trying to get them probabilities that, okay, they can lose this game and it's okay. So, because if they lose
do you think they'll win the game?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way I would go to the game. I ain't finna go to see my Cowboys lose. I just can't do it.
Do you think they'll win the game, Kurt?
Yes.
You do? What gives you such a definitive yes?
I'm encouraged by the signs of last Sunday, and I think the Eagles are just beat up.
Just pathetic.
It just upsets me last Sunday, though, honestly, because it's like, where's that been?
True. That's frustrating.
But
44 points was the most points scored by this offense since 2014.
It doesn't matter if they keep doing this going forward. All these people that are saying, I don't want to go to the playoffs and I don't want to go to the Super Bowl.
But you ain't got to go because there's a lot of people that's going, including me. So you ain't got to go.
I'm telling you, if this team goes to the Super Bowl, you have instant amnesia on this coaching staff.
1,000%.
The fans 1,000%. That are saying right now, like, I don't want to go. You go to the Super. If this team goes to Miami, bring them back.
Yeah.
Bring them all back.
Yeah. I mean, there's fans that had instant amnesia after Sunday.
Yeah.
They were probably the ones who were like, I'm done with Jalen Smith, all these different guys. Sean Lee can never play football again.
Let me say this
Didn't practice all week, has best game of his career.
Let me say this right here. I would never, and I pray to God because you can go crazy sometimes. I would never go against the Cowboys, and I ain't going against the Boston Celtics. Now, my Raiders is my second team because they're in the AFC.
Dang.
And they can lose. I hate they left Oakland, but they can lose. I ain't going to lose no sleep. My second basketball team is the Houston Rockets. They can lose. I ain't going to lose no sleep. But my Celtics, they pop up like, oh, man, who they lose to? Wow.
Do you get upset after you watch Cowboy losses? Does it bother you?
Me and my wife, we started this, and I don't know how we started, 3-4 weeks ago. I would just come home from doing the shows. How you doing, baby? How you doing? Give her a kiss, and we just get in bed and go to sleep. Then that morning, we'll wake up and talk about the game. Because we ain't going to stay up all night and talking about these young men. I'm sorry.
Last year, you said one time you came home, and she was already asleep, or you thought she was, like, fully asleep.
Right.
And she said something like, what was that? Or something like she was
With her back
pissed.
turned.
Yeah, like she was like, can't believe it.
But I'm going to tell you something. You can't come. If you come in my house talking about, hey man, I like the Cowboys, but they playing my team today. I ain't gonna get mad, and then I'm gonna say, hey bro, sister, whatever, you gotta go. I'll see you when the game
Kurt,
over with.
who are your teams? Like diehard teams.
Cowboys,
Rangers, Stars.
for sure, Stars.
You're a homeboy, huh?
Yeah.
That's
We
good.
worked for the Rangers and Stars, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big fans. I grew up in Kansas City, so second teams are probably
Chiefs.
Royals, Chiefs, that kind of thing.
I just found Dorrance Armstrong is on the Cowboys hour tonight. He grew up a big baseball player, went to Kansas. He one time threw out the first pitch for the Royals.
Did he?
I thought that was kind of
Did he play in college?
He played at Kansas.
Football.
Dorrance?
He didn't play baseball.
Oh, you were asking about baseball.
yeah.
No, he did not.
Oh, okay. You said big. He was a big baseball player.
Growing up.
Oh, okay.
Growing
All
up in
I got you. Who are your teams? Who'd you grow up liking? You're more of a college person,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I didn't grow up pro at all.
No?
Didn't
Who
care.
was your favorite college team? Because I know you didn't
Notre Dame.
I know you didn't grow up a New Mexico fan.
I mean, you do, because it's only, you do, but there's not much to be a fan of except for Brian Urlacher. That's it. And their basketball team's really good.
Yeah, they have some nice basketball team.
Yeah.
I did grow up in San Antonio for 8 years before I moved to New Mexico, so I think Spurs. I like the Spurs. Because I like Tim Duncan. One time we saw him in the airport, and I made him sign my coloring book.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even
This
know.
was what, last year?
This was last year, yep. It was 2019, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Notre Dame for sure. And talk about, we could never afford to actually go to South Bend, but we would go to Air Force and see them. But then the first time I ever saw Notre Dame play really a good football game was the BCS National Championship in 2013. Undefeated season. They come in with Manti Te'o, amazing. Zach Martin's on that team. They get destroyed by Alabama. And I looked around and it was half Notre Dame people.
Mm-hmm.
At that point you're like, this sucks, but it was an undefeated season.
Yeah.
Can't make it good. When you lose a championship, you can't make it good.
Kind of like the Patriots going undefeated in the regular season, losing the Super Bowl. It's just then all the T-shirts.
Let's get a call while Miss Tay.
You know what? Let's go take a break. Kurt's got to get out of here.
Yeah.
He's got to go to a meeting.
That's right. You got to sell us out. Okay.
Sorry.
Taylor,
Yay, so it's even better I joined.
You're staying. You're staying. All right, when we come back, we got James on the phone and Jose on Hanging with the Boys.
The Cowboys Way, where Thanksgiving means spending the day with 100,000 of your closest family and friends to watch the game live. Where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships show us what success looks like. Where we're all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans have the power to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys Way. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America.
Copyright 2019, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey, Cowboys fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience AT&T Stadium's exclusive VIP Owners Club. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com.
Ready? Okay. Give me an S. S. Give me an O. O. Give me an S. S. Give me an O. O. What's that spell?
So.
Are we gonna win?
Not if we play like we cheered.
Just okay is not okay. Whether it's cheerleaders or your wireless network, AT&T is America's best wireless network. Best network based on GWS 1 score September 2019.
So, you're shopping, and that's when you see it. Aisle 23. Dr. Pepper stacked from top to bottom as far as the eye can see. The phrase too good to be true comes to mind, yet there it is. A rich, delicious Dr. Pepper paradise. Wait, did that can of Dr. Pepper just open itself for you? They all are. As if to say, so nice to treat you. And even though it feels weird to talk to a can, you pick one up and say, it's so nice to be treated. Dr. Pepper, so nice to treat you.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Adjust your cleats, adjust your pads, even adjust your helmet. But seriously, folks, seriously, do not adjust your underwear because once it's seen, it cannot be unseen. Tommy John has a contour pouch to nestle the boys and moisture-wicking fabric to keep you cool and dry on the field or in the stands. Tommy John, no adjustment needed. Shop exclusive Cowboys underwear at TommyJohn.com/Cowboys for 20% off your first order. TommyJohn.com/Cowboys.
That's my favorite when you do things like that.
All right, let's go to the phones. Oh, by the way, Kyle said the fans wanted to know New Mexico or New Mexico State?
Oh, University of New Mexico.
Lobos,
I dig
right?
that.
Man, stop with that foolishness, man. Why it got to be the University of Mexico? He actually was in Mexico or Mexico State. Why it got to be the university?
Oh, I was just clarifying it for the people.
That's kind of what they call it.
They just trying to. That's
No,
like.
I didn't mean
did
to
you go to
say
University? They say, did you go to Florida State or the University of? I mean, did they say, did you go?
Oh, they said you just said it. That's the title.
They would ask people like, did you go to Florida State or did you go to Florida? They're like, no, I went to the University of Florida. So
I didn't say it like that. I meant to just to explain it because
you throwing things out here with you ain't been drinking this. You got on your Miller Lite
yeah,
sweater.
I've just been steady sipping up there.
I didn't realize the word the university was such a hot button for me.
It is,
oh my
man.
gosh,
no, I'm just saying,
bro.
It's a Florida State guy.
No, I'm a Florida A&M guy.
Florida A&M.
Oh, so if I just say-
I'm fam you, baby. But anyway, like you say, hey, man, you go to Texas A&M or you go to Texas. Well, I go to the University of Texas. That's really going to make something happen.
Sorry,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
have pride in my university. My B, Nate. I would never question.
Lobos have some good basketball teams, though.
They
tell
do.
you that.
Some ballers.
Yeah.
James in New York. What's up, James? Hello, James.
James, quit playing with your toys and answer the phone. Like
I think we lost him.
Oh,
okay.
Can I ask a question for James?
Nope.
James.
Jose in Moreno Valley. What's up, Jose? Kyle, what's going on?
Good to see you there, Tay. Hey,
Good
you
to
know
see
what,
you.
Nate? You know what? You give some good insight into everything that goes on during the season, and I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate that. And
I
the
appreciate
Who
you.
are we talking to? Who
This
are we
is my
talking
dad.
to?
He called in to give me a compliment.
I'm Jose.
Okay,
This is
Jose, what's up, baby? How you doing? Where did
I'm
you go?
doing
Did you
good,
go to
man.
college or you went to high school? Tell me how you did it.
I went to high school at Garfield High School in East LA, man.
Okay, is that the top high school?
They're in their own league, man. They're in their own place, man.
Okay.
They play tough.
All
We're
right.
Bulldogs.
Blue
we have
dog.
a saying.
Okay.
When is a bulldog? Always a bulldog.
All right.
Gotcha.
See that blue? See that
There you
Cowboy?
go.
That's why you're a
And I've
Cowboy
been-
fan.
Hey, I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 5, Nate, and I'm going to be 45 next March.
Cool. 40
Stay
So
with
let
it.
me tell you something. I bleed blue, white, and silver. And, I take offense to anyone that comes against my team.
That's right. I'm with you, my
I,
brother.
I'm
win or
very
lose.
aggressive as well.
Win or lose, they're my team no matter what. No matter what.
Wow.
And the thing is that I see that happen this Sunday is that these guys were playing their game. We can talk about the coaches and everything up on top, but you know what? These guys are professionals. It's not Pop Warner, it's not high school, it's not college. These guys get paid. And the thing that I've noticed the time with you, Nate, and your players at their time, you guys played your position, what you did. You played your place.
Right.
It's like anything. You got to do your job. You're getting paid to do a job. Do it. And these guys did it Sunday. Yes, the past 5 games, they weren't doing their job. We can blame the coaching, the offensive. They can't hold their hands out there in the football field. These guys are professionals. They got to do their job, and this is what they did. And you know what, Shannon? You know what? Forget about Mexico, bro. You know what I tell everybody? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. Whatever happens throughout this whole season, if those Cowboys raise up the trophy, you know what happened this season? Whatever happened this season ain't going to be talked about, man. It's going to be like nothing ever happened. It's going to be lifted up, and everybody's going to know, hey. And you know what? The Giants did it one year.
Yep.
They went to the Super Bowl as a wild card. I mean, as the division champions at 7 or 8 and something, and they won the Super Bowl that year.
Yep, won 6 straight to get in. So
Exactly. And you know what? The Cowboys have done it day out since Tom Landry. We've been underdogs because, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The NFL has something against the Cowboys because why? We are America's team. And if we go up above again and win another Super Bowl, you know how much popularity that more is?
I know.
There's a stigma against us because we are America's team, man. That we have everything that other teams don't have, and they want a bite of that, and they can't get it.
Are you a team player, brother? You a team player?
Yes, I am, bro.
You taking up all your fellow callers' time. What you said is great.
No, but he's right.
Said is great, but you taking up all their time.
Thanks for the call, Jose.
They're going to be mad at us, Jose.
He's right. He has a good point in the sense that everything would be forgotten.
Oh, yeah,
now,
100%.
Here's the thing. You just said 6 straight. How many would this team have to win to go all the way to the Super Bowl from now? It would be 6 straight.
Well, no, the Giants won 6 straight just to get in the playoffs.
Okay.
Because they had to win out.
Yeah, because they were 7-7.
Just to sneak in.
But this team would have to win 6 straight from last Sunday to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it'd be what, 4?
3-3.
3 to get in?
Yeah.
Well, they can technically lose a game between now and
then.
then.
Could.
No.
Okay, hold on.
No, we ain't technically losing nothing.
I didn't say they should.
No.
Well, they are. I'm saying they could.
No.
Okay, but that takes coaching. That's where, he's saying that these players did their job and they did, they finally showed up after not showing up. But that's where you question, does this team have the coaching to push them through?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, then there's your answer.
And I can't go – I love Jose, but I can't go with him on the conspiracy theory because you don't understand how much money the Cowboys make the league and all the other teams. They want the Cowboys to be successful. The league wants the Cowboys to be in the Super Bowl because
that would
ratings would be
in 25 years
the roof. It would be insane. So I can't go with you on that one. I cannot go with you on that one. All right, it's a very special day here on the show because not only is Taylor on the show, but it's the real Anthony's birthday. Happy birthday, Anthony.
I appreciate that, Shannon. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
and Miss Taylor, nice to have you.
Nice to see you and talk to you.
So how old you is, bro?
It's Sean Lee Day. It's Sean Lee Day, baby.
It's a 50th birthday.
Oh, man, it's a big day.
Y'all telling you out there trying to get rid of my boy. What's wrong with say about that? Come on, man.
Happy 50th birthday, man. You sound
I
you sound
appreciate
young.
it, Shannon. Trust me.
You sound 23.
I know that, man. Hey, we getting ready. It's my aunt's birthday. Let me give my aunt a shout out in Georgia, South Georgia. It's her birthday, too.
We actually her age. Women don't like that. But so you 50 years old, huh, man?
I'm 50 years old today, man, and we about to go to South Georgia to my mom's birthday is tomorrow. So who all can make the trip? We going. We did a little something for the people that couldn't go down here, Sunday and stuff. And I've been wilding since then, man. I don't do that type of stuff, but I've been wilding. I've been having some fun for a change. You know what that means? You know what the 19th is, right? Y'all guys, gave me y'all condolences last year. It's my brother's, death anniversary.
Wow.
So 17, 18, and the 19th means a lot to my family.
Yeah, that's a big family time for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have this fun. I took a week off, so I'm gonna go up with moms and whoever can come up. I'll come up Saturday and all that. Friday and Saturday. Right. So we finna drive up there with my old school, Georgia Southern Statesboro, Georgia. Shout out. So,
what's your thoughts on the team right now, man?
Hey,
encouraged?
You know me. Okay, Shannon, when y'all wasn't here, I talked to Nate and Kurt about something. But when you was here, Shannon, you did the week before that. What I told y'all, we get on them runs every year. Right, we'll get on every time we win a division, we get on a run.
Well, we on a run on one game right now. We got a
we
one-game run.
Hey, we gonna get the 3 out. As long as it's more than 1, it can be 3. I'm disappointed in the little lull we had, but let's get the 3. Now the second thing is, you know how I am about that. I'll say this and I'm gone. Now, everybody, hey man, you can't just keep taking up with that. You can't. Come on now. All right, I'm gonna finally say it, and I told Nate and them this. Dak has to do whatever it takes. That's the key. He has to do whatever it takes to win. He did a couple. He got a little 4th-down conversion. What happens? It's like he's leaving first downs and touchdowns on the field in the last 8 games. I think he left about 10 first downs and maybe 4 touchdowns that Dak could have had himself. And he's got to do whatever it takes to win, especially the kind of runs he's asking for. I'm always saying, let's give him 34. Whatever the last guy got, give Dak that. But actually, for all that 40, if that's true or not, no, that ain't going to happen. $34 million, that's our quarterback. We already know that. If Dak takes control, these guys don't make no turnovers and no boneheaded plays. Michael Bennett, he can't be doing that down the stretch, brother. That might cost us early in the game.
Yeah,
and
man.
that's it.
All right, man. Happy birthday, Anthony. Thanks for calling in.
Happy B-Day.
Hey, man. Happy birthday, dog. Let me say this right here, man. I don't know what's wrong with vision that's up close, but that dude lacking it. Michael Bennett, like this is the ball. Look at it. I mean, maybe it's far away from him. He got a crowd up close on. LASIK or something for Michael Bennett. Do something. Because that right there against a good team.
That'll kill you.
That'll kill you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go, man. What's up, Tay? What's up, Tay?
What y'all talk about on Cover 4 today, Taylor?
Today we talked about the fact that Jordan Lewis is actually, I saw you dap him up in training.
That's my boy!
Yeah. He's he's tied for third on this team with most sacks. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
Is that not crazy?
What do you got, about 5? 4 or 5?
He's probably got 4.
Yeah.
If he's tied for third, probably 4. Yeah, because D-Law has 4.5.
Who's got the most interceptions?
Robert. Most interceptions?
Mm-hmm. Would that be Jordan, too?
He may be tied for third
Jordan
on that,
have
too.
2? I don't know. Jordan Lewis is a low-key baller, though.
He is. And can't get on the field.
No. He is now.
He is now because of injuries.
But sometimes that's how it happens.
It shouldn't. There's no reason why Blake Jarwin shouldn't be playing and Jordan Lewis shouldn't be playing more.
They playing now. He started.
Well, who makes those decisions?
So Jordan Lewis and Woods both have 2 interceptions.
J. Lou!
And Xavier Woods.
Tied for the team lead?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to tell this right here, man. Tell that here, Miss Tay. Analytics, logic, whatever,
rationale.
Rationale, philosophizing. And what's the dude who sit here when Miss Tay ain't here?
Jesse
with all his reasoning, deductive reasoning, telling me my boy Zeke can't ski. I mean, squirt. I mean, run hard.
Never coming out. Bless.
I'm sorry.
I know what you meant.
I'm sorry, Miss Tay.
What's wrong, Taylor?
I'm just shooketh by Mr. Newton. That's my dude.
I'm excited.
So you just want to see more Zeke?
That's it. More Zeke, more Tony. And you know what? What really amazed me is I thought Dak was going to give up running, and Dak did what he had to do. Dak gave up some yardage this time. And I told Jesse and I told Kurt, I said, fellas, I almost went away from it. I almost lost my mind. But this game, then I tell him, I say, defense going to have to play better, and Zeke going to have to be involved. Because if this team want to go anywhere and do anything. Now, granted, I'll say this one more time. Something was wrong with their quarterback and something was wrong with their coach, but thank God something was wrong with him. I'm talking about Sean McVay and his thinking.
He lost his mind temporarily.
He lost his mind. Just like when New York came up here the first time and Pat Sherman lost his mind giving his star running back 13 carries.
But no one would have been saying that about them the week before after they beat the Seahawks. Like, that's how crazy football is week by week. I mean, the week before, the 49ers beat the Saints. Then they lose to the Falcons at home by a crazy play. I'm just saying, we're all set in these, definitive positions right now because it's just what you've shown me lately. But I guarantee you, last week, everyone wouldn't have said that they want to give the ball to Zeke more because they'd been like, whoa, Zeke, prove it to me, Zeke. I can't give it to you until you prove it to me. So it's kind of, funny to me because we're seeing the flippant nature of football.
The fans.
And
the
football
fans
in
and
general.
Football. But we know who the 49ers is on a long-term basis this year.
So do you know who the Cowboys are on a long-term basis?
No, we don't. That's what we don't know. And what us purists, the Rick Goslings, the Nate Newtons, the old coaches of the world are thinking.
Thirds.
Yeah. Is balance. That they have found, that our offensive coordinator has found balance. And the offensive coordinator, like any other thing in this world that's sports related or in life, they have to find a rhythm.
Oh, they're balanced, all right. They're real balanced. They're 7-7. They got just as many wins as they have. They're real balanced, Nate.
See.
This team is the epitome of balance.
I thought Jesse wasn't here today.
I'm the voice of reason today. I got to bring you back down to earth.
He's young Jess.
Now, look, I'm not saying I hope that they figured something out this past weekend.
What clicked?
You know what? So we had our Christmas party last night, our company Christmas party, and I talked to one of the players, and he said the same thing that we've been saying on the show that you've been hearing. People just need to do their job. And if they do their job and they play within the system and you play assignment football, that's what happens. People are going out and trying to people.
New voice of reason.
People are going out
it.
and trying to, like we talked about on the show, playing hero ball. Like I'm gonna go jump this route because I think the ball's going here, instead of just being like, no, I need to go back with this guy.
Yeah.
But why would that take you 15 weeks when you've been on this football team?
That's the
you've
question.
You've been as a team together.
That is the question.
Since July 25th, out there in Oxnard, California, working to do just that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have a whole off season to recover.
Unless they weren't being held accountable, whether that's by their teammates, by the coaching staff, by ownership, whatever. I don't know. Unless it's like a kid, like a bad kid. You're going to go get away with whatever you can get away with until somebody grounds you. So maybe this past week they were being held accountable for not doing their job.
And it comes at a perfect time because, if anything, the time you need to be accountable is this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You need, and I think a lot of people were talking last week, it's like, well, that kind of what Nate was saying, like, well, technically they don't have to win this Rams game, like, technically, but they needed that momentum, if you would. I kind of hate that word because it's all tangible or intangible, but it came at the perfect time because a time to do your job, a time to focus is when you can lock up that division. You can go into week 18 and not be as stressed out about a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they're not going to take that seriously. I'm sure they will, and there will be players that do. But it would be much better to clinch everything this weekend.
And be able to breathe going into the final
Take a breath
week.
and then refocus or re-hold each other accountability.
Go ahead on. I'm with you. I'm just going to add on. Go ahead on.
I just think that it came at a perfect time. I'm just curious because I feel kind of like whiplash. Like, can you still see that into Sunday? Now, granted, I am a firm believer in road trips are always good for teams and building up that gelling because you're sitting on a plane together for 3 hours.
In meetings. Hotels, yeah.
Yeah, the hotels, there really are not as many distractions. You don't have family coming over that weekend. It's just about that game. And so I do think that's a positive and an advantage here.
Before we won this game, we lost 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I'm going to say, just a little bit different than what y'all was saying, they breathe for 3 weeks. Because you lost for 3 weeks. So take that breath right there and let's go. See, because now the more you win, the higher that confidence become and the belief of what you're doing in that locker room and on that field. Now everybody say, hey, man, now everybody start rallying. You win against the Eagles. You win against the Redskins. Now everybody start coming back together. Okay, see what happens when we play within the defense. What coaches try to do is get players that fit their schemes. And if they can get these guys believing in this scheme, then the coaches will add certain little nicks and knacks as the season progresses. And as the game is being played, they'll try something new, trying to give the other team more to look at. So now, according to your athletic ability and fitting into this scheme, the natural things that happen. Like you'll say sometimes, like, wow, look at that great catch Gallup made. But he still made it within the scheme. Mm-hmm. But maybe Dak was a little bit behind, so he had to, like Jason Witten did. Like the great catch. Like,
the one-handed catch.
Man, look at what Jason Witten did. Well, he did the same old out route that he'd been doing, but he stayed within the scheme. But guess what? He made a great play.
Mm-hmm.
So just like Michael Jordan, the young Dunches who here, watch this kid. I mean, he stays within what Rick Carlisle needs, and all of a sudden, your athletic ability would take over.
Yeah, you kind of remind me. I like what Jose was saying, and I get what he's saying, but I kind of disagree with him because if this team went on this miraculous run all the way to the Super Bowl, they win it, there would not be the forgotten times of this regular season. It would almost haunt them because every year when they're 7-7 at this point, they'd be like, well, we made a Super Bowl one year. Like, it would be the new normal for a little bit.
I hope we have that problem.
But see, I'm going to tell you
what.
That
would be so fun.
That would be so fun.
I want to win the
Miami,
Super Bowl.
too? What a great time to be alive.
But the thing about it, when you blessed with that type of run, like the Giants were, well, them next few years was ugly.
Yeah.
So,
but at least you got the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they got the Super Bowl. So, I mean, Sean Lee played his position right there. Come up with a fingertip grab, I mean, you do your job, you're going to look good, man. You play within the system, you're going to look good.
This is my favorite. There's Shannon.
Shannon's scared, man. I can't believe this dude.
I was smiling.
Man,
I was not scared.
This dude. Hey, show that again, man. This dude straight up. Come on,
I'm not scared.
Louisiana, man. You a mud bug and you scared, man.
I'm not scared. I was getting the camera out of the way.
You thought one of them
Watch, I'm smiling. I'm smiling at Zeke and I'm getting the camera out of the way. Look.
Look at that, man. Wow, man. Your mom would be shaming you, man. Miss Patsy.
Look at the guy on my left, squatted down next to me. He had a camera right here, and Jay had a camera here. And I'm trying to move.
Show that again, because my man, what's my man? Look at he steady snapping. He ain't,
because
he got a broke neck. What's that boy name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah had a broke neck.
He has a different.
Shannon, yesterday you said you were taking a picture. That doesn't look like you're taking a picture.
Man. You turning the camera away.
I can't take a picture.
Scared, man.
Hey, we're going to break. Hanging with the boys. We'll be right back.
Scared, man.
Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Want to show your Texas and team pride too? You can. By purchasing your own Stetson, you can look just like how the flag guys do on field at every home game. Stetson hats, the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys and your favorite football team. Get yours today in the Stadium Pro Shop or at Stetson.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again for Tailgating with the OtterBox Boys.
OtterBox, the company that builds wildly overprotective phone cases?
The one and only. But cases are just the start. OtterBox is the official outfitter of tailgating.
If they can keep my phone safe, what can they do for my parking lot party?
How about protecting your beverages from suboptimal drinking temperatures with their elevation tumblers? And OtterBox elevation tumblers come in 3 sizes, a 10-ouncer, a 20-ouncer, and even a 64-ounce growler.
Check out all the colors and sizes of their elevation tumblers at otterbox.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
Whether you're into being a part of this or more into something like this, SeatGeek has the tickets to the events you love. It's the easiest way to find, buy, and sell tickets. Plus, with their deal score technology, they'll recommend the best seats in the house at the best value. So the next time you're craving this, download the SeatGeek app and let's go. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Do not miss your chance to take a photo with Santa at the Star this holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's actually already here.
I did.
He'll be at his Cowboys fan theme set within Fans United out here at the Star, just right next door in Frisco, now through December the 24th. For more information and to book your photo, visit thestarinfrisco.com/Santa.
I got a question for you, Shannon.
Yes.
If this team won a Super Bowl,
yes,
who would you be most happy for that has not won a Super Bowl before?
Me.
I would be most happy for Jason Witten, but if you're about yourself, that's cool too.
I would probably...
Like, who would you see him be like almost moved to tears to think Sean Lee's up there? It would hurt me that Tyrone's not playing.
I know, that would suck. Probably Witten, just because he has been here so long.
Yeah.
And he
not LP.
He came back.
What's the question?
Not
you just
LP.
asked?
No.
What question did you just ask?
I said, if this team did win a Super Bowl this year, this current roster, who would you be most happy for?
What player?
That has not won a Super Bowl or anything.
It'd have to be Witten or Sean Lee.
Jason Garrett.
So he'd keep his job?
No, I'd just be so happy
but
for him.
Garrett's won a Super Bowl.
No, that's my boy. That's who I play with. He'll be a coach. Now you can add a player as a player and a coach. The head coach.
Nobody ever done that? A player and a head coach?
No, nobody that I know that I played with.
Oh, well, it's
yes,
about Nate Newton here.
Yeah, no, it's about Jason Garrett. It's about the Dallas Cowboy family.
I would be
you
happy
were part of that.
Coach Marinelli. He's won a Super Bowl before. But
forget Rob Marinelli. Jason Garrett.
I'd be happy for Mr. Jones.
Forget Mr. Jones. Jason Garrett.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
For my boy. Come on, man.
Would you hoist him up like the Lombardi?
I throw my back out trying. No, all of these guys I would be happy for. Jason Witten, everybody I would be happy for.
I'll never forget. I was standing next to Shannon after they lost the playoff game the Packers won in 2016. Obviously, that was a miraculous year, especially working with Shannon. We had so much fun.
Is that the one in Lambeau or was that the one here?
That was the one here.
Where Rodgers threw off his back foot across his body.
Stop. So you don't bring that negativity in there. Go ahead on, girl.
And it was the best year ever. I mean, me and Shannon, every week, it was like W. Like, in our own group.
Right.
And he's like, I remember Brandon Carr throwing his helmet on the ground in tears. Dak was crying. Everyone. He said, "Look around. This team won't ever be the same again." I didn't realize that until that moment, and it was like, oh yeah. Like we saw Brandon Carr randomly one time, just
out here to start with his kid.
But you never see him again. Morris Claiborne.
That's the sad part about the end of a season, especially when you work with the players on a daily, weekly basis. Is once the season's over, there's no like walk around the office like, hey, I'm leaving. Like if it's a coworker, there's no party, there's no cake, there's just
I'm going on
they're gone.
A long leave, and they come back after like a month. If they go on a long leave, it ain't in football. You go on that long leave forever.
Yeah, the last day of the season, the next day,
what movie is that?
You have a box in the locker room and you're gone.
Judge Dredd, where you walk out into the desert. It's
old school.
Judge Dredd. Yeah,
old
but anyway.
Now, where were you at yesterday?
I was with my son for only a brief. I didn't graduate from college. Florida A&M, the great university that it is.
Is it FAMU or FAMU?
It's FAMU. I love you. But anyway.
Nate Newton.
I went out. And so when I didn't graduate, I didn't understand the significance of a degree, really, until many years later when I went before different corporations and then they say, wow, and people pull me to the side after I get out of the interview. Boy, if you'd have just graduated, just thinking of money that you could command being an athlete and graduate.
Really?
But by you not graduating, we can't even give you the job.
Did you give them your 6 Pro Bowls and say
that didn't work. That didn't work. So I went on a mission, like if I ever have some kids, that live with me.
Shannon has some of those randomly out there too.
So I would say if you go to college, you got to get the degree. I don't care if it's a scholarship for football. I don't care if we got to pay for it. If you go to college, it ain't gonna be no joking. But I ain't tell my kids that way. It was more forceful. It wasn't gonna be no playing. You either was gonna go and do what was right so you can get this degree because it means the world to me. So it don't matter. Like I tell them, I drove 5 hours down there just to hug my boy, give him a nice little graduation gift, hugged him, and came right on back. Same for my other kids, same for my son, my nieces and nephews. If I'm close to them, like my brother's kids, Kenny, they Louisiana, I go to theirs. I don't care. High school, college. If I'm close to you and you've had some connections growing while that kid was growing up, I got to go see that graduation, leave a little something in their hand because that is the way of the world, man. And so, and I just think, man, I've made a lot of money being a God-blessed man. But, man, just think if I had that degree, what I can demand from folks.
Tyron Smith doesn't have a degree.
Yeah, but Tyron Smith, I didn't.
Ezekiel
I didn't get $100 million for 9 years. Yeah, but you know what? The degree is it can never be taken away from you. And kids don't fall into that trap of football. I mean, I'm fortunate. I tell you, I'm God blessed because I have an opportunity. Jesse will tell you the same thing, and I think he got his degree. That can never, ever be taken away from you. When you walk in, a degree tells me that the University of Mexico, where you graduated from, brother?
University of Louisiana Monroe.
University of Louisiana Monroe. What that tells a person that's trying to hire you is that this person is coachable, this person can learn, and more importantly, this person can finish.
Did you think that when you hired me, Shannon?
What?
That I could learn and that I could finish?
I didn't know.
You looked at my resume.
I really didn't know.
Shannon hired me. That's why I asked that.
But you know what? You had the credentials.
No, she just knew somebody in the family.
But you know what? But that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But she has the credentials.
Yeah. Thank you, Nate.
See, and I knew somebody in the family. But what if they was looking for a degree?
Right.
Yeah, I knew the Joneses. Mr. Jones said, Scott Purcell brought me in. He said, man, you're a big personality. You know how to have fun. We think that can go across on radio or TV. And I say, thank you, but I wanted to go to a position higher so I could be on TV more. Mm-hmm. I got shot down a bunch of times.
Really?
I went and purposely talked to Mr. Jones at Emmitt Smith's induction into the Hall of Fame. We had a pre-party up in the W, and I said, Mr. Jones. I looked at him and said, man, I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to get in no trouble. Just please give me a chance to work with Scott. And Scott shot it up the ladder one more time, and he told the proper people, hey, give this kid a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Give this guy. I ain't never been a kid to y'all. And they did. But if I'd had my degree and had my mind locked, like you had your mind locked coming in here doing the right thing, like you had your mind locked, because we talked to your boss too, remember? Mm-hmm. The guy that hired you. So you got to.
Bill?
Yeah.
Bill's been on this show?
Mm-hmm. Bill came on one day.
Yeah, so
brought him on.
I tell people like right here, like I'm telling my son now, right now he ain't got a job. He didn't do the right thing for us, making sure he did his internships. And I'm telling him, my oldest boy, who did everything the right way, we gonna talk to him when he come down here end of the month. We gonna sit down and talk. Hey baby, this is what you got to do. You have a degree. Mm-hmm. Now you got to stick your chest up, be that man that you think you are. Go out and get told no on a couple of interviews, but somebody going to tell you yes. Then you go show them through hard work and dedication that you ain't no troublemaker on the job, because a lot of people go to job, that's all they know. Mm-hmm. But go and do your job. You know what I'm saying?
Do your job.
Yeah.
My mom got on to me. She told me to be nice to you, Taylor.
That is classic Shannon.
She just texted
Debbie
me.
is the love of my life, so it's not a big deal.
Who is Debbie?
My mom. Mama Gross.
Wow.
her DG.
Her name is Miss Gross. Mama
Miss
Gross.
Gross, Mama Gross,
Yeah,
DG,
Man,
the queen.
This millennial here, this cover-forian.
Kill me.
No, Taylor was. She didn't know it. She got an interview because she knew someone. She did not get the job because she knew.
Oh, I knew.
I worked my booty off to put together a little draft day plan.
Yeah,
she did.
And,
yeah, we gave her a little project. Said, "Hey, take the weekend."
And so now y'all let her drink with the Miller Lite.
Two nights. I was like up all night.
Yeah, that's a weekend. 2 nights.
It is.
2 nights. And that's a good point, because when we look to hire people, if nothing else, a degree. If you have 2 people that are equally qualified, a degree is a tiebreaker.
Yes, it is.
Because it really.
That's true.
Once you go to school, school is not that hard. What's hard is the discipline. You don't have to go to class anymore. You don't have to do. When you're in high school, you have to go.
Time management.
It shows people that you're dedicated and you can stick with something for 2 to 4 years, and that you're committed and you're you're self-disciplined.
Yeah, you're finished.
Yeah,
man. And
I do, and I know there's a weird perception of him right now, but Jalen Smith went back and worked all off season to get his degree. Was super important to him. Byron Jones did the same thing.
Yes.
There's been a couple guys that on this team, even during playing, have made that decision that even though they were fortunate enough, God bless, to come out here and play in the NFL. And a lot of colleges now, they still offer that. I remember, who's the guy that's really close to hiring Chuck? They call him Chuck. Charles
Brown.
Charles Brown.
He played for us for a few years.
He played. He was, I think, a journeyman type football player.
Mm-hmm. Played with the Jets, played with the Saints.
Finished his career, went back to USC, and got his graphic design degree, a completely separate one that he hadn't even studied. And now he's doing all of that.
And then he decided he wanted to go to masseuse school.
Really?
So he got his college degree, and then he I don't know if he's still doing it now or.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And man, I'm gonna tell you something. Like I say, I literally had to walk way around the stadium, San Antonio Alamo Dome, walked around, saw my son, hugged him, took a picture with him and my wife Michelle, and just hugged him. Hey, son, love you. We're going to be talking to you. Because he think he going to kind of smooch around a little bit and live down there. No, Dad ain't going to help you down there at all. Sorry. Man up and come on home and do what you got to do and talk to your big brother and your mother. You know what I'm saying? So we can start you out in the right way. Cause see, all these bills that daddy got and mama got, you're gonna have it a few months. You're not a lady. You're not a girl. You don't get daddy's love like that. You get kicked out the door. Hard, cold love. Yes.
The hardcore love is good too.
Yeah.
So if your son's listening, he's got about 3 months to get it together.
No, it's shorter than that. Shorter than that.
3 weeks.
It's called New
3
Year.
days.
When everybody goes shooting off the firecrackers, he gonna be shot right off with them.
Nate just provides me so much joy.
All right, Taylor, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks Thank you for very much.
Anytime.
letting me.
You don't have to wait for an invite. You can come by anytime. We're
I'm
on
gonna do that.
every day from 1 to 2.
Just if I look
12:30
up,
on Fridays.
It's that time. 12:30 on Fridays. Never know
12:30
that.
on Fridays. Yeah. Well, Nate, thanks for being here today. It was a good show, man.
Good show. Good show.
Kurt, Jesse, we missed you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Kyle.
Taylor, Kyle, thanks for keeping it on the air.
Kyle.
Caden, stay away from the show. We'll be back tomorrow on Hangin' with the Boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?